Desperate times clearly call for desperate measures. So much so, a Conservative government is talking to supermarkets about how to bring down prices, a very un-Tory intervention. Any scheme would be voluntary and apply to essentials like milk and bread to ease the cost of living. But already the industry says it won't work.
There is no money left in the supply chain to cut costs. So, the government should just leave it to the market, which has done a great job, farmers, processors and retailers, in trying to keep costs down as much as possible. But the pledge itself is completely meaningless.
But the idea may well have meaning for shoppers, given the rising prices. Food prices have risen by 19% in the last year. Some items even more. Milk, for example, up 30%. But there's a fear that capping prices in the big supermarkets could hit smaller retailers at places like this, who could lose business as customers increasingly look to cut costs.
Numbers of customers are down on what they were a few months ago.
Sales at Martin Gooding's cheese counter have already dropped off after he was recently forced to put up prices. Exposed to his own rising costs, there's little room to manoeuvre.
We've got to make a profit. That's what we're here for. We're not here just to supply cheese. We're here to make money out of doing it at the end of the day. So, it gets to the point where, you can only cut prices for so much, and then you're losing money and you run the risk of going out of business.
Concerns that are no doubt shared by dairy farmers who have long complained of squeezed margins. The price of milk is a historic sore spot. Voluntary price caps do exist in France, where prices tend to be higher. For supermarkets here, though, analysts say it would be much harder.
They're fighting against discounters, and bread, milk and butter have come down. But retailers have to retain their margins, and further down the chain, dairy farmers have got to be able to make some money at the end of the day. So I'm very puzzled.
The plan is said to be at the drawing board stage. At this rate, it might not get much further. Ivor Bennett, Sky News.